Once I started watching these French YouTube channels, I started learning French like this. Bonjour. Hello everyone. Nice to meet you if you're new here, and if you're coming back, welcome again. So of course you're here because you want to change up your French study game plan to learn French better and faster and more effective. Well guys, you are in luck because today I will be giving you guys 7 real French YouTubers that have taught me so much French, and like literally these are my go-to French YouTubers that I go to every single time I do my French studying routine. I recommend you guys watch till the end of the video. It doesn't only help me, but it will also help you so much. But anyways, let's just get right on into the video. My first French YouTuber that has helped me so much with just so much grammatical stuff is French with Alexa. And I'm pretty sure if you're studying French or learning French, you have probably heard of her. She talks so much about like all the grammatical aspects of French. She talks about different ways you can like include those grammatical like concepts, and she gives so many examples, guys. So like I said, she helps so much with grammatical stuff, either with possessive nouns, differences between feminine and masculine nouns, and how you can like the different, just all the aspects, you know, feminine and masculine, which I'm not even going to get into. I definitely recommend going to her if you have like trouble with all that feminine, masculine, whatever stuff. But yeah, something that I love that she does is that she does verb conjugations, but she does them in all 5 tenses, like in all 5 tenses, and for both regular verbs and irregular verbs, which is like a whole nother deal. She also goes into a lot of detail, like explaining like the individual, like what regular verbs are and what irregular verbs are, and like the different and why they are different, you know. But she explained it so well. So yeah, she does a lot about like writing about like different like prompts, like for example, are you like how to say you're vegetarian, how to say who's like in your family or what job you're doing. So like writing about different concepts, and I do that every once in a while to just like write about the different things, and she explains how you can like write in so many different ways and still have it be correct. She goes into like pronunciation, and that is really good because French has a lot of like R, like I don't know how to like explain it, but she does a lot of pronunciation, so she makes you like repeat after her, so like you make sure that you're doing it right. So yeah, she also talks about like words that are like very similar but of course have like different meaning, just like in English. She goes into a lot of detail. But yeah, that is why I love French with Alexa, and go to her for all of the like grammatical aspects of French. Okay guys, so my second YouTuber that I like really do like watching is Damon. Dominque? I don't really know. But first, well, he's not a French YouTuber, but he does live in Paris and he does speak really good fluent French. So that's why I kind of put him into the category of like French YouTubers. The reason that I really like and recommend you guys watch Damon Dominque is because he has a couple of videos about explaining the things that French people say that they don't teach us here when we learn French, if that makes any sense. And these are the videos that he has had and that I have taken notes on, and I absolutely am so grateful that he did this, because there are some things that I was doing and learning that I thought was like correct. And so of course, because he's living in Paris with French people like every single day, that's why I trust him that he knows like what he's talking about. So Damon Dominque, or I don't even know how to say his last name, but he does a lot of like vlogs like in Paris, which is what I like, something that I love. Just I could just like see the culture and everything, but also he speaks like with native people like in his vlogs and everything, and I just like think it's so interesting to see how they talk, just so that I can kind of try to do the same pronunciation as them, which is, I think it's like amazing. Not only does he like kind of teach you French, but he kind of like just presents you the entire French world sort of thing. So yeah. So the next YouTube channel is frenchpod101.com. I watch these once in a while, and the reason is I get a lot of vocab from these types from frenchpod101.com. They give so many vocab words regarding like a lot of topics: family, kitchen, school, like different jobs, professions that people have. Another reason why these videos, watching this channel, is because they do a lot of like listening comprehension sort of videos, and that has helped me. Like, I cannot explain to you how much these videos, like listening comprehension videos, have helped me be able to understand more, because one thing is like listening to it, and another thing is like really understanding what you're listening. And so because they have different levels, they have beginner, intermediate, and advanced, it has helped me, because of course I started learning in beginner, listening comprehension videos in beginner, and I sort of started like progressing a lot, and so now I'm like at an intermediate level where like I can understand. But yeah, if you're having trouble with like listening and like being able to really understand French, I completely recommend going to frenchpod101.com. And so coming on to my fourth channel, I think it is Easy French. And Easy French has like so many videos, just like people having interviews with other French people. And of course they're in France, which is like amazing, because first of all I get to see like how France is, but they have many interviews with people talking about like different topics, talking about school, their work, what they like to eat, what they like to do, what French people like to do, what French people like to maybe watch. Easy French has like a lot of different topics that they talk about, which I think it's really helpful just to be able to understand about the different topics that they speak, but also being able to like know the pronunciation and like different vocab words that you can learn from there. So yeah. So the fifth YouTube channel is Piece of French, and this YouTube channel is mostly like about like daily life, but she is also like a French teacher, and which is like something that I really like, because she always says in her like intros like, oh, learn French in an authentic and fun way. And I honestly think it's very true that she does that. Like, she does like daily life vlogs, but like in her vlogs she puts like different vocabulary words to learn. Like in the like top corner or something, she puts like the French word, and then she like defines it in English, of course. And I think that's really helpful, because sometimes you're like watching videos and you don't know what a word means, so of course you want to know that. She does like what I eat in a day in French, of course, and which is good to like learn a lot of vocab. She teaches French slang, which is, I think it's pretty helpful if you want to like speak more like native sort of French. And she does some videos talking about more like grammatical stuff. Like here I'll add some like videos that she's put, like 2 videos that I really like. She does a video with like her sister. She does like 2 videos with her sister, like reviewing like Emily in Paris, and like talking about how sometimes the words or the things that they say in the film Emily in Paris aren't like very true to what French people actually do say. So I think that's just helpful, just to know like some mistakes that people make when speaking French. I do like the way that they teach French, and it's called streetfrench.org, and it's this French couple. I think they're both French. What I like about them is that they do a lot of reviews and like reactions to like people speaking French, people that are not native that are speaking French, and they talk about like all the mistakes, not all of the mistakes, but like they talk about like the mistakes that they did when speaking French. And I really like that, just so like I kind of know what not to do, you know, when I'm speaking French. They talk about so many different topics. They talk about how to tell time, how to sound more French, how to speak more like native French, like how people in France actually speak. They give a lot of advice as to how exactly to learn French properly, and which I think is something really helpful, because sometimes we can like learn something the wrong way, and so we kind of need someone who is actually like professional. Okay guys, so now we have reached our last YouTube channel, which is innerFrench. So innerFrench, I really like the videos that he makes, because I feel like he just talks very slowly, which I think is very good if you're like starting out like with French. He does only do videos in French from what I have seen. He only does videos in French, and they're a bit more like advanced, and so even me sometimes I'm just like, I don't understand anything, but I do recommend at least like listening to him. And also he has like this podcast series that I listened to a while ago while I was like taking my walks in the morning, and I really liked it because again, he speaks very slowly, but he talks about topics that are just interesting and they're not like boring to hear. So I totally 100,000% recommend you guys listen to his podcast. He has done them like a few years ago, but like I still listen to them just to like, you know, practice my listening comprehension in French. And he also has a lot of videos just talking about how to learn French, you know, because like I said before, with the other YouTube channels, we're sometimes like kind of confused on how to learn French. He also does like vlogs. Like I think he lives in Paris, but I don't know. Yeah, that's why I like recommend doing innerFrench, and I feel like he's more for like intermediate advanced. But again, like if you're a beginner in learning French, you should totally just like listen to it, you know, just to get in the like vibe with listening in French. But yeah, so guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you guys found this information like very useful to you, so just so that you can get your French study game like better and more like effective for you, and just so that you spend your time wisely, you know, not just learning random things. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you give it a like and subscribe, and bye guys, see you next video.